Welcome to a very special edition of Jen's Daily Dish. Today we're talking all about scales. Yes, scales. I will prove to you the difference that a scale can make in not only your baking, but your cooking and or if you're watching portions. It will help you out tremendously. Everybody needs one in their kitchen. You just kind of do. We're going to talk about scales because scales, glorious scales. Why on earth do I need one? Yeah, why do I need one? You need one. Ever had a big baking fail? You'll wonder how you lived without one. You really will. This will be life-changing. You know those annoying recipes you've seen that have grams listed? Yeah, I know. I find it annoying too. Well, I've changed my mind completely. I don't find it annoying at all. In fact, I get more annoyed when I see things listed in measurements of cups only and not with the grams listed. There is a difference. If you measure grams of flour versus a cup of flour, you end up with a different amount of flour. And the grams amount, that's the correct amount you need in your recipe. And you may have noticed some of your recipes may have been off, too dry, too wet, too something. Scale will help. This is the scale that I have been using and I love it. And it gives me the opportunity, if I put something down that's big, I can pull this out. But watch what happens. When I have my bowl here, I zero it out and I pour my ingredients directly in. What a time saver. For our purposes, I'm using water with some blue food coloring, so you'll be able to see the measurements on the side. Let's say your recipe calls for 1 cup of liquid. You're going to add in your milk, your water, whatever it might be. And I know you crouch down to see so that you can get to that 1 cup marker. That is a cup of the water and liquid. We're going to compare that with a cup in grams, which would be 226 grams. So let's compare that. First thing you do, put your measuring cup down. Zero it out. Now let's get to 226 grams. One gram over, but let's compare them. Here's how much the one that I measured up to the cup line weighs in at 655. Now the one that we know that's exact, this one is the grams version, 645. You'll see this version is exact. This is how much liquid you should have in your recipe. It makes a difference. Let's measure with a dry ingredient flour. I've done it many a time. I have stuck my measuring cup directly into the flour. This is actually compacting it. And so you'll see a difference. We're going to level off the top. Okay? And we'll see what that weight is in this bowl. 143 grams. Note, a cup of flour in most recipes is 120 grams. So let's do this a different way. Let's do it by means of scooping the flour into the cup, just gently. If you don't have a scale, this is how you should be measuring your ingredients. Okay, let's see where this one ends up. You'll see that's less. See, that's almost dead on to the 120 grams you need. So that method does work if you do not have a scale, which is great. But if you have a scale, you can do this. Don't want to dirty a measuring cup? Just start by adding it directly in. There we go, just about perfect. 121, 1 gram over. Watching your sugar intake, let's see what a half a cup of sugar difference is. 124 grams of sugar, but really a half a cup should be 99 grams of sugar. That is significantly less than your half cup measuring cup. This is significant. So let's get to that 99 grams. I usually just take about 1 tablespoon at a time. Note, a tablespoon usually has about 20 grams. 99 grams of sugar. This is a true half cup of sugar. All right, let's measure a cup of chocolate chips. It's 183 grams, but a cup of chocolate chips in a gram recipe only calls for 170, so let's take some out. I want you to notice it's not all the way up to the top of the edge. And that is the case with most of the measurements when you are not measuring in grams. So you've saved yourself this many chocolate chips, for good or for bad. Feel free to add them in if you want, extra chocolate chips. The beauty of a scale is you don't have to dirty a whole bunch of measuring cups. You can just pour things directly into your bowl, like so. If I need a certain amount of flour, so let's say I need 18 or 19 grams of flour, and I need to get to an additional 10 grams of water or whatever liquid I'm adding in. So I want to get to 29. I just pour it in very slowly. Until I get to 29, and then I can continue adding the ingredients in from there. But I have saved myself the trouble of cleaning all those measuring cups. Well, I hope I've shown you, 1, how to properly measure flour, 2, how much a scale can really, really help you out in the kitchen. Trust you me, it is invaluable. I can't live without one now. Get a scale. If I can figure this all out about scales and what's needed, you can too. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check me out on Instagram at Jen's Daily Dish and more.